right, Atomic Blonde.
Atomic Blonde, the big movie of the weekend, at least for me.
You may start.
Yes, so I'm sure you've seen the trailer. Atomic Blonde.
I've seen the film.
So have I, but I'm saying the audience.
So you're talking to them.
Yes, audience out there.
We're talking to you.
Atomic Blonde is the action film.
Is anybody there?
There's people there.
Not many.
Is the action film starring Charlize Theron.
Yes, Charlize.
It takes place mostly in Germany, East and West Germany. This takes place in 1989, right as the Berlin Wall is about to come down.
Yeah.
She plays a British operative trying to infiltrate. Well, not infiltrate. She's a
spy.
She's a spy. She has infiltrated East and West Germany. She is trying to find a missing, stolen bit of plans or documents that can name.
Love Charlene, by the way.
Charlize Theron is amazing.
She's awesome.
She's trying to find a little bit of documents that can reveal all the secret agents throughout.
The MacGuffin, the bullshit, the thing.
It's what they're all looking for.
The item of pursuit.
In this film, it's encoded into a watch.
It is.
So she has a contact, another agent played by James McAvoy.
She does.
And he's her contact in this film.
Yep.
And then there's other actors throughout that you'll see. Toby Jones and John Goodman. They play these CIA and British heads who are interrogating Charlize throughout the film. And a lot of the film takes place in present and flashback. We go back and forth to interrogation, to story, and so forth. This is really a front-to-back action film with a lot of style, 80s music throughout, non-stop action, directed by the guy who was one of the co-directors on the original John Wick. He was a stuntman. Right. He was a choreographer for many films. So this film, you're going to obviously see echoes of things you've seen in John Wick and other films. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was... I thought... It didn't have as much action as I initially thought it was going to.
Well, the first half hour,
but I still enjoyed it.
Sucks us in. I didn't love the first half hour of this film. I felt that
a lot of exposition.
It's funny, but unfortunately, because of who you and I have now become obligated to watch films and so forth, I couldn't wait to see this movie.
Me too. I was dying.
Yet I was too, because the trailer was so spectacular.
It was one of the best trailers in a long time.
I mean, it just made this. I can't believe that it wasn't number one last weekend, but it wasn't.
I thought it was
miserable Dunkirk just shot down its glory, and Dunkirk, just a piece of abstractian. Oh, what a waste of Christopher Nolan's wonderful talent.
He didn't really like Dunkirk.
Regardless, no, I did not.
And your co-host who filled in last week didn't care for it either.
No, I
Manny
didn't
like it.
Oh, he didn't?
He didn't.
Oh, I didn't see that show.
I thought you were
I'll
going
have to check out Manny.
Well, it's on YouTube. So
he's such a boring guy. I can't even talk to him in person.
He's a nice guy. He's old.
He's old.
He's a curmudgeon.
I'd throw him out the damn window.
If any of you did not watch last week, go to YouTube and check out Film Banter episode 43.
Yeah, but take some kind of stimulant. Take some kind of stimulant before you watch it, because you will fall asleep.
Just do some acid.
Manny
you'll be fine.
Is so boring. He's just a horrifying scourge
not boring.
Of patheticism.
He's just set in his ways.
I think he was on some kind of cold medication. That's what kind of brought him down.
It's called being elderly.
Oh, there you go. All right, so the first half hour of Atomic Blonde, I thought we just presented our beautiful Miss Theron. It was like she was doing a, that perfume commercial.
L'Oreal.
L'Oreal. No, it's not L'Oreal.
What does she do?
She does L'Envin or something like that, where she's Chanel #5.
One of those.
Whatever.
Those very dramatic commercials.
Those very dramatic where she comes up in the slinky dress.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of that. Just Charlize kind of parading around in all of her beauty. And then I'm thinking to myself, oh man, we've been misled here. Normally, the average humanoid hangs their brain, checks their hat at the door, and just kind of goes in and goes for the ride. But me, I'm judging the film, unfortunately, because that's what I become, this product of a show like this, that I can't even enjoy life anymore. I can't even enjoy movies anymore because I'm judging them so constantly. And I found myself judging this film, and not in a positive way. However, once we got, and the music was too much. I thought that it was pounding away, and sometimes I couldn't even hear the dialogue. The music was so loud. And that was disturbing.
Loud, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Much like Dunkirk. I don't want to get back into that horror piece of garbage, but I mean the sound in that film. Just forget about it. Just rent the the ear amplifier when you go in, or get the subtitle glasses so that you can understand. There's no other way you'll understand Dunkirk. Okay, so. We find out that Charlize, of course, she does these, a lot of John Wick kind of moves in this film. Incredible. Incredible. And Charlize did so much of her own
prepped for years
stuff.
for this movie.
My God.
Trying to get it made.
Well, finally,
she trained with Keanu Reeves. By the way.
I am not surprised. I would say about 40 minutes or so in, we start to have some of these incredible fight scenes that just knocked my socks off.
Great.
We see Charlize getting pounded against a wall.
And that awesome car chase scene with the fighting. That was cool,
my
too.
God.
Great stuff.
It was amazing. This movie just took me into a realm that I haven't felt. The last time I saw fight scenes like this was maybe early James Bond. Sean Connery on a train with Robert Shaw and From Russia with Love, and Daniel Craig fighting
Casino Royale, right?
No, he was fighting. Had a great fight also in a train in the latest Bond film.
Oh yeah,
Spectre,
on Spectre,
and he's fighting the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Batista. That was a good scene.
Right?
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Just some great fights. We don't get a lot of great, realistic fight scenes that are just so awesomely produced that we just sit there. And of course, me as I'm just not watching the fight scene. I'm watching Charlize Theron getting slammed into the wall, getting slammed into the ground.
She got hurt doing this.
You know she got hurt doing this, unless they just, somehow were able to CGI her face on a stunt person's
no, I think
body.
she did them all.
But, I don't think she did them all, but I think there were, most of the scenes, you see that it's
Some
her.
of those scenes
There's even one scene where she puts the mask on her head, and then she whacks these guys, and she pulls the mask right off. I mean, we know it was her. For Bruce Lee.
And those scenes where they're falling down the stairs and all that shit.
Oh, my God.
There's one scene where a guy
in
gets...
that apartment?
Well, yeah, they go down the stairs.
God.
The camera goes with them.
I know.
That must have been... I'm thinking that must have been a drone.
It was
amazing.
I
don't know how they did that shot.
Really. Well,
unless the camera guy was on some kind of a...
They'll put it on
rig.
a line.
Well, it could have been... it could have been a line.
Very possible.
Could have been a fancy crane, but I don't know.
Yeah,
that
sure.
was
Scorsese
the camera work is
famous
amazing.
for his, following action down a.
Isn't it amazing though how John Wick has now become the reference point for all action movies?
Well, it's very true.
The way that Die Hard did in '88, that became this is Die Hard on a block, Die Hard in a stadium.
If you haven't seen John Wick or John Wick 2, please do yourself a favor and go rent them.
You got to. I don't know who hasn't, but you got to see them now.
Beautiful, beautiful films. I can't wait for number 3. Keanu was very much invested in writing the screenplay and involved once again. This guy trained for 6 months working on this movies. Mm-hmm. I got to give Keanu credit, and I got to give Charlize Theron huge credit.
Yeah,
huge.
She did a great job.
Amazing amount of work, and it paid off. It was all on the screen there to be watched, and I loved it. By the time I walked out of the theater, I was satiated. I got my action fix.
I read that it
was like a needle stuck in my arm with Charlize's energy.
Because once this movie kicked in, it was like high gear.
It really was. And no music during those fight scenes. They let them go.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
I loved it. They just let them stand alone.
We had the music mostly just for transitional scenes.
Yeah.
A lot of scenes of her walking, looking cool, looking gorgeous, that kind of thing.
True.
And I was thinking while watching this movie is that she's really come a long way and evolved as an actress. Because the first time I think anybody saw her was in 96, 97, 2 Days in a Valley.
Oh, I have that film.
Yeah, James Spader, which I kind of like that movie.
James Spader,
yeah, I think that was a John Hertzfeldt film, if I'm not mistaken.
There you go. That's a great little movie.
Yeah, I liked it. And then
she's naked in that film.
She's been naked in probably
quite a few.
I'd say more than a quarter of her films.
No, I wouldn't go.
She's done a lot.
No, not that much.
Yeah,
not that much.
That she did nudity in this one. She was naked in Devil's Advocate. She did 3 or 4 other films where she was in some sort of undress.
Very possible. And then she went
Reindeer Games.
Then when she got her Oscar for
even in that
the
one,
serial killer movie.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Alien Warrens. Yeah, fantastic. Well deserved Oscar. Oh, Monster. Oscar.
You said Oscar. Well deserved Oscar. I'm sorry. But anyway.
I'm from Boston. An Oscar.
All right. She got an Oscar. Okay.
But if you haven't seen Monster, Matt, check it out. Great film.
It is a great movie. Monster is the name of the film. That's
how could you make Charlize Theron look ugly? Watch Monster.
Yeah, very true. But we really see what her acting skills
are.
We know the woman
100%.
Can act. And now she's a lot of she was in the Huntsman. The Witch and the Husband.
She was.
Snow White and
she was just in the last Fast and Furious film.
Last Fast and Furious 8 she was in. And she's kind of we see where she's going, getting these action chops. Mm-hmm. She's no longer trying to pursue those, the movies that she's going to win the Oscar for.
Of course.
Which everybody does. They win their Oscar and now, I'm an actor now. I can only accept roles that are going to make me look fantastic as an actor. No. She knows now where hey, I want to do movies that are entertaining and fun. And that's what she's doing.
And it's also smart business because those movies do well. And once you become a box office guarantee in a way, then you become more powerful. You can get the passion movies made.
Absolutely
she was
true.
able to get this movie made after 5 years because of the success of Mad Max Fury Road. I was reading that it wasn't until after that movie did so well that the studios really came around and really let this movie get off the ground.
She is so good in Mad Max.
She's fantastic.
I mean, she did get an Oscar nod in that. She got an Oscar nomination for that film.
I don't think she did.
I'm almost sure.
Oscar
Best Supporting?
I don't think so.
I think so.
Did she?
I
don't think
sure
she did.
She
should have, but I don't think she did.
You could be right.
Let's find out.
You could be right. I would have sworn she did, though.
I'll find out for you right now.
I don't think anybody else did, but I think if anybody...
Well, it was up for Best
Picture.
Director, Best Picture.
Yeah.
It won the most Oscars that year with, I think, 4.
Well, technical aspect.
Technical Oscars. But it still won the most Oscars of anybody.
I think she was nominated, though, for Best Supporting. Check
I'll let
it
you
out.
know.
But
She
anyway,
did, that's
regardless,
awesome.
she's just turned into... I just read recently that she was so excited that she just had gotten a new script for the prequel.
Prequel, yeah.
Which is where we see her lose her arm and so forth in the new Mad Max film that will be coming out
She was
soon.
not nominated for an Oscar. I didn't think so.
All right, there you go. I stand corrected.
But she should have been. Whatever.
She should have been.
Because it was her movie, really.
That's a stinker on behalf of the Academy.
But why don't we move on? You ready to move on? 2 big yeses.
Well, no,
if you haven't figured it out.
I don't know. Are we done talking about Atomic? I did love it. I did want to mention one.
Okay, go ahead.
I loved her little love scene with the French girl.
Sophia
whoever
Boutella.
she was, whatever.
Well, she was just in The Mummy. She played The Mummy.
Oh, that's right.
That's Sophia Boutella.
She was actually great in The
And
Mummy.
she was in something else recently, too. She was in...
You mean she was in something else? Is that the name of the film?
No, she was also in The Kingsman, the first one. She was the girl with the blade legs.
Oh, she was great. Oh, that was awesome. Well,
you know what's funny? She's from Algeria.
Is she?
There is an interesting quality to her appearance.
Yeah.
She's attractive, but she's not traditionally, I would say, pinup model.
Okay.
But there's a real nice softness to her.
Yeah.
There's a very likability. There's a likability to her.
Yeah, but she can be that.
Well, yeah, that too.
That fisticuff bitch when she needs
She's
to
good.
be.
She's a good actress.
She is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, Atomic Blonde. It's a B movie. Let's not go beyond that. It's not
a genre film.
It's a genre film. It's
it's a good genre film.
It's way up there for me. I loved it.
It's fun.
I did. It was great fun. Charlize
I
wonderful.
liked it. 2 big yeses.
There we go. And now we're going to move on